first thing in the morning, walking outside, just hearing like the birds chirp, that peace and quiet, it's hard to beat that. I grew up here on the family farm, watching my grandfather, grandmother, and kind of whole family work in ag, and kind of had a passion for it. Some of my earliest memories were out working around the farm.
My first week ever of NC State, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. During that time, apparently I met Austin. I kind of didn't really talk to him much until the following spring.
But I remember her, she just doesn't remember me.
The following spring, I was reintroduced to him through a friend, and we went to a pizza party through the College of Ag and Life Sciences, and I sat down next to Austin, said, "Hi, I'm Christina." He definitely remembered me. And we started talking about his study abroad trip, and it just kind of blossomed from there.
The study abroads were definitely the best things I did in college. I had so much fun on the first trip, I wanted to take another. And then met Christina, and she had said, "Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a study abroad." And she had signed up for the trip. So we ended up getting to go on a study abroad trip to Italy and Croatia together.
Then I ended up studying abroad in Australia, and during that time, Austin had actually graduated and started working for an international fruit company. Their headquarters were in the city that I was at. So that was the craziest thing.
But it was still cool to like go across the world to literally the other side of the world. I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?"
So we got married at the pond at sunset on July 4th, 2020. Got married right at sunset after a huge rainstorm, and so we had the most beautiful sunset, and as we kissed, the thunder went clap like that, and it was amazing.
So our farm was originally a tobacco farm back in the early 1900s, and then my grandfather, after he went off to serve in World War II, came back and had seen some greenhouse production of fruits and vegetables. So he built the original greenhouses we have on the farm that we're still using today back in early 60s. And him and my grandmother ran the farm for most of their life. And when they passed away, my father took it over and focused really on strawberries. And then while I was in college, my father actually got sick and we had to close down the farm. I hated that happened, but it allowed me to have some amazing opportunities. When we came back, we originally wanted to grow a little bit of everything. We very quickly found out we needed to specialize in what we were good at on a small niche market scale. And so we decided to focus on strawberries and cut flowers.
I grew up on a family farm in Western North Carolina, and I have always had a passion for agriculture and for raising and growing our own food. And when I learned about his farm and started coming out here and visiting, I just fell in love with this farm, and this passion really comes from growing up in a family in agriculture and continuing that on with Austin.
When we moved back, there was a lot of work to do. So we had a lot of cleanup to do, a lot of work on greenhouses, cleaning up land.
The farm had a little bit of agritourism whenever Austin was growing up with you pick strawberries, but a lot of the people that are moving to the area now have never been on a farm or really understand what a farm is. And so I have a lot more people coming out now for field trips and tours and to cut their own flowers, and we do a lot of educational events out here so that people who may not have ever set foot on a farm can fully understand what a farm is, what a family farm is, and why it's important to our local community and why it's important to preserve the land here.
In any relationship, you're always working together to become the best of each other and to help each other grow. And I feel like in our business and on the farm, it's the same way. Every year, we're trying to find one or two things we can do different, create a more successful, more sustainable business. And I feel like our relationship's the same way. We're trying to continually grow and become better partners for each other.
We're experiencing things that very few people experience together. And so all these trials and tribulations that happen, and then all the joys that happen, we're experiencing together. My name is Christina.
And my name is Austin.
And this is our family farm, Wrenn's Farm.